Let's meditate. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the fresh air coming in and get the wasted air go out. As we do this, let the mind be fresh too. I did my exercise as usual. It takes perhaps 15 minutes. Tai Chi, yoga, and resistance exercise. This is a new day. Whatever happened in the past is the past, and it's like being born again. Sometimes perhaps I may feel it, sometimes not much. Today, having gone through some difficulties for the last 3-4 days, I'm feeling good. What is good? It's just being natural, not going back and not thinking into the future much. Just be still. Being still is without ego, self-centeredness. It may be there, but let it be. And calm and quiet mind. Melting into the nature, so to speak. Be in the now. Being in the now is always fresh. And we may meet the challenge of the time and process it, or just be still and be at home, our eternal home. It is as if to confirm it, but it may not be easy to be still, calm and quiet. I like to just reflect on something which is going backward into the past to a degree, but it also is confirming the basic process. As I said, what happened in the last 4 or 5 days, it's not easy. I dealt with 6 hours or more of talk with Apple support to share the problem I had with my computer, and I spent about that much or more time to talk with AI while I waited for me and the support people to get together to talk further yesterday. I confirmed that we meet to make sure that we have this meeting at 2 in Hawaii time, but they didn't call. They called me at 11 o'clock, and I was happy but wasn't sure. So I responded, but there was nobody. I waited, but there was nobody, so I hung up. Maybe they made a mistake of calling a different time, but it's too late. Later I thought I should have waited, but I assumed that they can call back. They never did. So often the promises and the stuff we talked was taken lightly in my view, and things have changed than what's expected. So after 2 o'clock not getting the phone call, I accessed through web, because that's the only way to talk about this complaint. It didn't go anywhere. I had to explain the whole thing over again. And one note was that things are escalated, meaning that senior guy is involved, but not much further. I waited, but nothing happened. Yesterday or today. So I reflected and thought that I should have waited longer at 11 o'clock when I didn't hear anyone present to talk with me. Maybe that's their system, but I don't know that. Separately, I talked about no pain, no gain. I don't recall it was about this computer issue I talked about. Maybe I did, but I don't remember anymore. Because as I make a video, I just have it, and it's like a case closed, and I move on. When I produce video and post it on YouTube, and what is interesting is to get the comment to the video I produce. Typically, there's no bad feedback, almost none. But yesterday, I noticed the feedback on one of the videos which talks about no pain, no gain. And I posted something that is not meant to have pain as the purpose. Because someone commented, taking my word in that manner. The thought I had, no pain, no gain, however, is to point how we can, or how we may process the pain by no mind, no self. My whole video is pretty much oriented in that direction, so this comment may have come from the person who was new to my channel. Anyway, I responded accordingly, that the point is to be positive, looking at the pain as a way for us to go through. If there's a rooster making noise, I let that to pass. The same with the pain. Accept and let go with calm and quiet mind. The term no pain, no gain has been with me for a long time. When I worked with the companies, we shared that idea for continuous improvement. Going through the pain to overcome the hurdle to move forward. I think life is like that. There is no life without pain. But if there's life without pain, like I'm in the eternal home and relaxed, then I will start to explore what can be done with the idea like, may all beings be happy. What can I do? How to explore? May all beings be happy. So going through those days of the pain, so to speak, but holding myself to go through, still I had this sense of difficulty. But that was exactly what I felt and how I went through in my first Vipassana for 10-day meditation. I had a pain, but I endured. On the 8th day, I thought, is it because I'm trying to escape from the pain? I'm feeling the pain because there was me trying to escape. And when I realized that awakening experience, Banga, happened like Satori, awakening. And my whole body shaked. After 10 minutes or more, I don't know, there was no more pain. So, such is the positive way that I recollect. No pain, no gain. To endure it, which I did. And I let go, and only when I let go of the pain, not to focus on escaping the pain, but looking at what's happening in my body at the time, the liveliness of cells from the core of my being, so to speak, happened. And since then, at the time I didn't know what happened, but I figured out what happened. And my life or the way to live my life have changed. So that is my experience, very important one, I thought. And for that reason too, I endured the problem related to the computer. And I'm still doing that because the problem is not resolved. But it is what it is. They may call me, they may not call me, I don't know. But I'm dealing with the pain with the way I addressed the pain when I was in the Vipassana and ever since. So, let the new day and new morning to come and deal with whatever the hurdles, difficulties with the same attitude and basic practice the principle of samadhi, no mind, no self. Accept and move on. Life is a process of problem solving, and this is the principle for us to grow. Thank you. May all beings be happy.